Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video of My Creative Life with Kelssweetie, where we read books and we make art. And we are into holiday hunting, y'all. I've got to figure out how I want to keep on starting these that have to do with Halloween, but we are in the thick of it. I don't know what happened. I think that it has to do with the fact that these stores are really feeling the recession and they know where they're gonna get their money, and that's holiday coin. That being said, the LEMAX Halloween collection is now out. I don't know how it happened so quickly. I don't know how it all happened, but I heard on some video, or I was scrolling through my YouTube and my algorithm just knows me, LEMAX showed up in a short. I was like, is that out now? I googled it. It certainly so has been out for just a couple of days now. The Michaels exclusive. Now for the actual LEMAX Halloween houses, according to another video that I saw, that's apparently has been released for the last 3 months. I've not heard anything about it. So here I am scrolling through it. Y'all, I think that they're gonna get all my money this year. And this is coming from somebody who has never been a collector of LEMAX goods. But last year they started to have me. You know, I got those houses. I got the big cinema. Of course, I have my issues with scale. However, they did have me. And as y'all know from my Halloween hunting planning video, I have plans for my trick-or-treat area on my book nook to also have all of my Spooky Town this year, as opposed to on my shelves like I have in the past. I'm afraid. It is apparently the 25th anniversary of them ever doing the Spooky Town, which is insane to me. That's a thing. But they pulled out all the stops for the 25th anniversary. And today we're going to scroll through it because it's quite a lot, y'all. And actually, it's some fun things. I think that cinema that they did last year and some of those houses were just a little bit of a look at what they had planned for this upcoming year, because in past years they just haven't been as fun. I'll talk about it a little bit more right after the intro, and we'll scroll through. Today's gonna be a quicker, I really want this to be a quicker video where we just kind of talk about some of the things that they're showing and what I'm excited about. Y'all, I'm gonna go broke. In the intro, I feel like LEMAX really put out all the stops this year for the 25th anniversary. I'm seeing things that I've never seen really from LEMAX, and especially for their Spooky Town. I feel like it's been a little bit boring in past years. We're getting a lot of shops. I mean, we've gotten so many shops. Shops that don't even make sense. We've gotten hat shops. We've gotten tattoo parlors. I will say that one was a little bit fun. I wasn't into LEMAX yet, but that one seems a little bit fun as somebody who has tattoos. We've gotten psychic shops. We've gotten a lot of things that I feel like, as somebody who does like to have a Christmas town and have a little bit of a Halloween town, just weren't interesting to me. And I don't think they were really that interesting to anybody else, because I would see, especially the Halloween town, sit on the shelves for quite some time. And I think that has to do with how much it really costs. Keep in mind, when we're going through all of these today, I don't know how much they're going to cost. It's probably going to be an arm, a leg, the name of your firstborn. But I do know that seeing what they are, I probably need to save up my coin. So let's just get into it. I'm really excited to kind of talk through some of these, because I was texting my partner. I'm going to go broke. I'm going to go broke as soon as these hit the stores, because they've already sold out on Erie Emporium, and I'm not seeing them anywhere else online. So it's now, you have to go to the stores. Let's get into it. So right now I'm on the LEMAXcollection.com, and I just went to Spooky Town. We're going to go through the full actual collection first that's like supposed to be available in other different places. I've never seen LEMAX anywhere but Michael's. That's just me. It says Ace Hardware is apparently a seller of them, but I never hear anybody saying they've gone to Ace Hardware. And I'm pretty positive they're kind of lying about that, because they also have a Michael's exclusive. We'll go into that shortly, because that is really, I want to say that's where I'm going to have to take a break, because there's It's amazing, y'all. I'm going to really click into the ones that really have my attention, but I will scroll through all of them. Just getting started, we have the Cursed Ruins. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm not looking necessarily for anything that is far too monster or fantasy related. My town, I want to kind of feel like it's an everyday Halloween trick-or-treating town that kind of has a Halloween town vibe to it. If you've seen the famous Disney Channel show where they just kind of are there's monsters co-mingling, you know, doing normal everyday people things, but it just so happens that it's on Halloween type of thing. That's what I'm going for, which is why the shops have never really been a big deal for me personally. So we have Cursed Ruins, which seems like it's a dungeon situation. Smoke and Mirrors Magic Shop. I feel like we've seen a magic shop in the past, but I will say that this light up portion right here is really great. And what you're going to see from a lot of these this year, they've really put out the stops with the movement and the lights. I cannot believe seeing some of these, even with this wedding party one, seeing some of these spotlights throughout. It's actual attention to detail, which is amazing. We had a medieval castle, spells abound, the Air and Space Novelties Hangar Museum, the Laugh Shack, Madness Manor, Hocus Pocus Undead Portrait Studio, Quick Bite Spider Diner, Home Haunting Services Inc. I thought this one was pretty cute because I do actually have a ghost that's scaring somebody, and it'd be cute to have them right outside, but it's pretty niche, to be honest. We haven't gotten to the things that really wowed me yet. Just wait. It's coming. It's coming. The Casket Monger, and here it is, y'all. Nightmares Video. Let's pull it up on another tab. It's a VHS video store. This one is a necessity for me this year, I'm not gonna lie. With us doing the VHS rental shop, with us getting the cinema, I mean, even look at all the colors that are happening in this one. It's so much fun, and it's kind of giving family video, Hollywood video-esque vibes here with, like, this sign that they have out front. They have a drop-dead box where the Grim Reaper is standing right outside. And if you look inside, you have aliens and zombies shopping for their last VHS cassette tapes and DVDs. It's sad because it's also very true. The fact that it's a dead rental spot is unfortunate because it's so true, but look at this topper for it. It has a little witchy pumpkin guy with a spider sitting here pulling something out of the VHS, and you have this scary clown just sitting up at the top. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait. This one luckily isn't a Michaels exclusive, so I can see myself really trying to find this one. This is one of my, I'm gonna have to find this one because this lit up is gonna look so great with all my other ones. It's going to be amazing. We also have Dorian Gray's art supplies. I also really like this one just because I'm an artist, but again, it's going with that very old school, like the difference between this one and the VHS one, which really blew me away, and even the cinema, is that they look like new buildings. These feel very old and cottagey, and there's something about it that has never really impressed me, and that's why I've never picked up these shops that they always release. This really does feel like it's in that same vein, so if you are a collector of those and you do like that, then they're still putting that out, don't you worry. They also have Fearful Fashion clothiers? I don't know if that's actually a word. That's the first time I'm hearing it. They also have, of course, they're bringing back the Fright Night Cinema. That was a huge favorite from last year, so it's good to see that they're bringing it back because I know that a lot of people didn't get a chance to get that one. Here's another one that I'm looking to get, and it's because me being the book person I am, and that's the Spellbound Books and Terrible Tales. Again, this doesn't look like that cottagey old world type of store, and I really love that. I mean, look at the toppers. They're open books, y'all. This is so cute. I absolutely love it. This one also lights up, and you can see inside that there's a witch right here who's shopping for her books. The Blood Curdling Book Club is on Saturdays at midnight. This is so cute. And you even have a witch over here with her stack of books reading with her black cat over here. I'm really, really excited for this one, and I think it's going to be perfect as somebody who is, of course, a huge book nerd. I absolutely love it. And I love that they're really starting to kind of have some newer looking figures and shops and stuff in their collection. I think that's been holding them back lately from having more people buy these things. We have the Living End, which, oh, it's an inn. That's funny. That's a funny name. That's a funny name. We have the Creepy Pumpkin Patch as well. Spooky Days Ahead, which this is actually like a little shop area. So there's many different ones, like the Psychic one. They've kind of released something like this similar in other years. We're getting to another thing that I'm looking forward to. So as y'all know, last year I broke the bank and I got the small trick-or-treat houses that had the monsters out front of them. And of course I had my issues with them because of the scale. Now, this year I'm not expecting them to change the scale. However, if I have more of them, I have some ideas on how to fix all of that now that we're moving my spooky town up to my Book Nook area. I'm positive that these are in response to those little cottages that we had last year. They've released crypts and crypts as homes this year, which I think is really adorable. And if you are somebody like me who got the houses, then this will be great for those. I think the other reason why these are so much smaller than the other town portions that I've seen is because they're labeling them as table accents as opposed to, I guess, facades. Lighted buildings. These are table accents. I don't know what that means, but I guess that's why they're so much smaller. I guess that's their excuse for them being smaller. I'm really excited to have these though. There's a collection of them. So this one has a witch hanging up her Happy Halloween sign, which I think is really cute. There's also going to be a couple of others as we get further down. So we have a spooky staircase. There's a couple of graveyard things this year as well. And I have a graveyard. I'm not seeing much that I'm too impressed by. Although this Pushing Daisies gardening skeleton crew is really cute. I'm not going to lie. But I also really love this gargoyle gate, which has these trick-or-treaters outside, which one of them is a person of color. Thank you so much. Finally, Lemax, we're putting some color. I mean, there's not a ton. Don't get too excited. But it looks like we got a superhero and everything. I really love this, especially since I've just been kind of having some dinky gates outside of my graveyard. But this is really cute, and especially because it has these trick-or-treaters, it feels far more like my style that I'm looking for in my town. I'm not saying it's a I have to buy. It's a we'll see how much it costs and how much money is my pocket type of buy. But that being said, here's another one of these crypts that they're selling. And this is the graveyard gardening one. It has a little sweet zombie gardener right outside. And they have a couple of, what are they called from Little Shop of Horrors? Audrey 2s sitting outside as well. And I really love this one. I think that this is the same thing comparable to, I think one of their houses last year was a little bit more dilapidated as well. And so I'm also looking to get this. Honestly, the entire collection of those crypts are adorable, and I'm looking to buy all of them just like I bought all of the houses they had last year. We also have a trick-or-treater parade, which I think is really cute. I don't really get the movable ones just because where I set my things up, I don't have a lot of plugs. But I do think that this is really cute. It has, again, we have a superhero. He's person of color. We love it. I'm not sure if they had these last year, but I do like the idea. I'm just not a huge fan of this tree in the middle, but we'll see again how much it'll be if I feel like I've got the money for it. Chain Spooky Tree, that's a new one. Nothing Like a Hot Bath. They're re-releasing this one, and to be honest, I saw this one a lot last year. That was on the clearance shelves. I don't think a lot of people picked it up. Maybe they're hoping that people will change their mind. I don't know. But here are a couple of more crypts. I think that these two are the last ones. We have Crypt Move-In, which I think is so adorable. You have a person who's moving in to his crypt. I think that that's really cute. And again, I love this idea of like mixing in these crypts and these homes. Again, it's just like this real, I don't know, it's very much up my alley on what I'm doing with my spooky town. And then I think this is the last crypt that they have, which is the Next Tomb Neighbor. And he's just chilling outside. He's a zombie with his drink because he's been sitting here mowing his lawn. And he's even got one of those skeleton flamingos sitting outside, and he takes care of it. He's part of the home crypt society. I think that's so cute, and I absolutely love it. Next, we have the Full Moon Lagoon. Again, something more fantasy driven if you're into that kind of look. We also have the Cooking Coven, which I think that this is kind of cute, actually. I missed this one when I was looking through them because I was surprised at a lot of other things. So this is cute. You have a little witch kitchen type of thing going on with them all cooking something up. There's one that's even cuter that's a Michaels exclusive this year, but I will say they do a lot of witch type of things. I feel like every year they have this grouping of witches. So I don't know, I feel like they do a lot with the witches. What is cute, though, is that they do have some inflatable decorations this year. So there's a couple of things that are like, you can put this outside of those houses that you bought. I think it's really cute that they have an inflatable witch decoration here. Depending on how much that one is, I think that that would be really nice to put outside one of my houses. Now, of course, because of the sizing of it, is it going to be the same size as my house? Exactly my point. This is why it just needs to, all of them need to be to size. We have a Magical Mage this year as one of the figures. Lost in the Lagoon. I think that this looks really interesting, but I don't know in what context you would really want one of these. Another yard decoration. This one's a pumpkin head, which I really do love this one. A Castle Guard, if you're going for that fantasy look again. This inflatable Reaper yard decoration, absolutely love that. Playful Skeletons yard decoration. This doesn't read as a yard decoration to me because they have skeletons doing plenty of other things. I kind of just thought that they were playing around, so I don't know if that necessarily reads. I'm not sure if other people are going to read that either. We have Trick-or-Treaters, which I do love that they're bringing back Trick-or-Treaters. I'm not a huge fan of the cop and robber look. In this economy, I'm just not a fan of it. I do love this one with the Little Red Riding Hood and the grandma, though. I think that that's very, very cute. But, yeah. If these are sold as a unit, I'm not really for it. But the Little Red Riding Hood one, I could see myself possibly getting that if it's on its own. We have a Toxic Zombie here. A More Treats. We're really getting into clowns. If you're into clowns, you got it this year. You're going to have it. Los Muertos romance. I think that this is kind of coming back from a lot of the Dia de los Muertos stuff that they were doing last year. And line starts here. I'm pretty positive this is something that goes with that parade. Or when we get to the Michaels exclusive, there is a Ferris wheel this year. So I'm pretty positive that this is going to be a companion to that. I don't see where else something like this would make sense, but it would be cool to have all these trick-or-treaters. It's just, it looks like they're all waiting. So, I don't know. Maybe having this outside of one of the houses from last year where they're giving out candy, that could be something cool. I'm just trying to think of reasons to have that other than one of the releases they've had this year. We have a creepy pumpkin patch, neighborhood trick-or-treaters, which I think this is really cute. I think I'm definitely going to find one of these and get it and do some repaints as I always do. The Witch's Dance Party, which I do think that this is cute, but also you need a dance situation, which I think last year they had a dance situation, but I also think that this might go with that wedding party that we saw at the very, very beginning. The horror, not really certain on what this is for or where it's for or where you would use it, but there you go. A levitating skeleton. We have some trees. Creepy doll and dog, which, that's great. We have some trees. So we've never really gotten a lot of different trees. We just get those same fall trees every year, I feel like. And this year, I think they really found a lot of different trees, especially these sinister trees. I really love those. I think they're coming out with maybe a new dogwood type of tree. This is another yard decoration. They finally are coming out with some new street lamp lights. They've been doing the same ones for the last couple of years, so it's good to see something new. If you're not like trying to get the big VHS rental shop, then you can get your own drop dead box here with these tentacles coming out holding these VHS cassette tapes, which I think is really cute. Honestly, this would go really great with the store, but they already have a drop dead box in front of the store, so it would kind of be redundant to have two of them. So I think that this is really cute that they kind of have this as another option if you can't get your hand on one of those. We have some more trees, pumpkins for sale, some new witch tombstones, which I think are pretty cute, and I'll probably be getting these if I can find them to add to my graveyard. I like to add their whatever tombstones they come out with just to add on to that. And it looks like, oh, Nightmares video set. So these are all the sets for different things that they have. So the Candy Witch Cottage set, although you can't buy this on its own, it looks like you can buy the full set somewhere. I don't think that you're going to be able to get that at Michael's, so I've never seen the sets. Maybe that's something new that they're doing this year. I don't know. They also have the House of Shadows set, which I think this is interesting. Quick Bite Spider Diner set and Creatures of the Night Pet Shop set. Let me see what this House of Shadows is giving, though. So I do love this. Like, can we just buy this house? So this figure right here where it's a ghost scaring someone, I have this figure. And I love this figure over here where it's like a little like kid ghost and they've dropped their book or something. And then there's this ghost over here who's kind of mowing down this other person as well. And this house, absolutely in love with this house and seeing all of the creepy stuff that's happening. So I don't know if you're going to be able to like buy the house on its own. It says it's a set. I'm not buying a whole set. But I also don't know where you would buy this either, because I've never seen sets be sold at Michael's or anywhere. So I don't know. We will see. I'm pretty positive it's way too expensive anyways, but all the power to you if you get your hand on one of those. Okay, so that's the end of all of the regular pieces that they're coming out with. Now, these are the Michael exclusives, and this is, I lost my mind on one of these, and it's where I really went downhill on, I know that I need to buy Lemax this year. We're going to go through it, and when we get to it, let's all take a breath. So, first to start off with, we have the Jumping Jacks Ferris wheel. This is what I was talking about a moment ago, about the trick-or-treaters who were in line. This is the only situation where I think that makes sense, unless you have a past Lemax house where they're giving out treats. Then I guess it would make sense, because the trick-or-treaters would be in line to get treats. I don't know, but I think that they are releasing that to go with this Jumping Jacks Ferris wheel. We also have the Count's Candy Corn Factory, the Petrified Forest Treehouse, the Gates to the Underworld, and this is it, the Monstar Arcade. This, I will be searching everywhere for this, no matter the price. No matter the price, this is amazing. We have the tokens outside. We have all of the video games over here. You have a zombie playing one of the video games over here. You have this zombie kid sitting outside. Kilobytes. This is the top of the game store, like the arcade, which is gorgeous. But not only is it thinking outside the box, and honestly is a lot of fun, let's take a moment. So it glows, y'all. These lights glow. I'm still blown away. Like, the lights flicker on and off like it's an actual arcade down at the pier. But also, look, the lights on all of the machines actually glow. So inside, where you can't see all the way inside, it's actually great because you just see them playing off of the glow of the video games. I am obsessed. I am obsessed. I cannot. I absolutely, absolutely love it. And this, along with my rental VHS cassette store, would be amazing to have in my collection. Those are my two main ones that I'm like, I really, really want, you guys. And I know you're going to be a lot of money, so I need to save up. The Crips, love them down. But I have to make a choice. It's between this and the VHS cassettes. And I also really do love the bookstore and everything. But again, there's something, like, look at that at night. This is the reason why we bought the cinema. When we bought the cinema, we saw it at night, and we knew we made the right decision sitting there and splitting it between the two of us. I'm so excited. I cannot wait for this to release, and that's going to be one of the first things that I really end up looking for and probably going into every single Michael to try and find. I'm hoping that seeing some of this is also going to, like, make Michael's be a little bit excited with making some new things in their releases. We will see. I'm being positive. I'm being real positive. We have Monsters on Main Street, which again is a collection of shops, more so in that old school way that I was talking about earlier. And these other two, I'm really excited for. I'm not one step at a time, Kelsey. We have the Zoomy Brooms Flying School, which I think is adorable. I really like it. I'm not saying it's like a need to have for me personally, but I really do like it. I love seeing these little flyers. They turn around in circles. This light goes off. You've got a little witch here sitting here giving them advice on what they have here. I think it's adorable. I think it's really, really cute and something different. You can see real quick them turning around in circles here. I think it's really cute. And I do think that I like how, you know, we're seeing witches and they're not always just green, ugly witches. I think that's something that I really love that Lemax does. They don't really worry too much about doing that type of stuff. And it's why I can buy witches from them and paint them and all of that. So I think that this is really cute. I don't think it's a I need to have or anything, but it's something to keep a lookout for. Now for this one, which is the Zelda's Black Hat Pet Pizzeria, my partner loves pizza. Like, obsessed with it. It's crazy. And so when I showed him that they had a pizzeria, he's like, so you need that one. We need that one. And I do agree. It lights up inside. It's really, really cute with this stone brick oven. And I love that they're actually feeding the monsters in town. So again, absolutely love it. And they have a witch's brew that goes with the pizza. I think that's adorable. I think that's adorable. You've got toppings of baked spiders, fried worms, toad legs, eye of newt. I think that this is really cute, and it would go great within our setup of our town. Again, I think that they're thinking outside the box with these now, and not just doing the same things that we see over and over, which is something that feels they just always feel very old cobblestone, and I want something a little fresher, and I think they're finally doing a lot of that. The last one that they have is the lighted coffin for their exclusives, and honestly, I think that this one looks really good too. The inside of the coffin shakes, and it also lights up, which is very interesting, and I think if you have a really intricate graveyard, or if you like all the cobblestone, I think this will look really great in your spooky town. Okay, that's it. That's it, y'all. That's the collection, y'all. I'm really, really excited. Yeah, my money's going out the door. When I went on Erie Emporium, they said it was a pre-order for July arrival. So we're probably going to start seeing the Lemax show up in Michael's stores around June, to be honest. That's when we have to start looking. I think that they're doing something really different this year because of the anniversary, and I'm really excited about it. I hope that this is what we're going to see a lot of in regards to any other Halloween lines that have been coming out, because I think personally, and I've been hearing this a lot, the last couple of years, the Halloween products have felt a little bit stale. The Halloween collections have not been impressive, and I'm hoping that that's the case this year. I know that At Home already released their collection. I haven't taken a look at it just yet, but even from things that I've seen glimpses of, I haven't been too excited for yet. But who knows? At Home's usually a sleeper for me. It's like I go in there, all of a sudden I see things, and the ideas start flowing, as opposed to like when I just see it online. Personally, we will see though. I am probably going to need to be far more conscientious now, knowing that I'm probably going to spend a band and a bag on Lemax. Thanks, y'all. Thanks, y'all, for watching today. I hope that by the time I edit this, it's a little bit shorter than my usual and everything, because I really just wanted to hop on here real quick and share in the excitement of what is to come for Lemax. And if you're into any of the Halloween stuff, that this will be something fun to watch for you. Please subscribe down below if today's video was any fun for you. I'm hoping to maybe do some more of these shorter videos as things start coming out and getting excited about them, but we will see. I don't know. Thanks, y'all, for watching again. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!